It's been nearly 7 years since the Seven Youth Inquest recommendations were released. The year-long inquest probed the tragic deaths of 7 students who left their home communities to attend high school here in our city.
Anishinaabe Asking Nation has released several reports in the years following the inquest, and it's now hosting a 2-day conference to evaluate the progress. Mike Lang reports.
These are such needless, senseless deaths with these students that were full of hope and promise and moving ahead. So, like in many areas, the system failed them.
Ensuring that the system does not fail future Indigenous students in Thunder Bay was the goal of NAN's Continuity of Care Forum. While most of the recommendations from the 2016 inquest have been implemented, the forum was an opportunity to discuss what has worked and what has not.
There are some areas that are working in terms of improved mental health, improved coordination of services among agencies as well.
On the other hand, event MC Sandy Boucher says more needs to be done in terms of making Indigenous students feel at home away from home instead of assimilating them to Thunder Bay.
I think it's really super important for people working with the students or anyone from the northern communities to realize they are grieving.
I would say that all students are grieving because if they're here in a different place than home, they're grieving for home. To help with the grief is to make sure that we stay connected. It doesn't have to be on a professional level, but just to make sure that we are connected with one another.
As a result, NAN Deputy Chief Bobby Narcisse also applauded the efforts of local services that have helped students feel an increased sense of togetherness outside of school.
There has been some supports from many of our partners, like Matawa and KO and Wendigo Tribal Councils, just to name a few, that have really actively stepped up to really create a community-based solution.
The Continuity of Care Forum continues on Thursday as speakers and attendees will further discuss how to create a safer education environment for First Nation students in Thunder Bay. Mike Lang, TBT News.